Hello everyone and welcome to this session on SLFRS 16 leases.
In this session, we'll be walking you through a practical calculation under SLFRS 60, which is the accounting standard that sets out how leases should be recognized, measured, and presented in financial statements.
We'll focus on the lessee's perspective, where our main requirement is to recognize right of use asset and lease liability at the commencement date. We'll demonstrate step by step how to calculate these amounts, show the subsequent accounting treatment, and explain the key concepts along the way.
By the end of this session, you should have a clear understanding of how lease calculations are applied in practice under SLFRS 60. Question: 1st of April 2020, Kapila Company took out a lease of a machine from Lanka Leasing Company for a lease liability of 8 lakhs. The initial lease payment was 150,000 and the direct cost including installation were 50,000. The interest rate was 10%. The lease term was 4 years. The useful life was 5 years. The annual lease payment was 3 lakhs. The installments were to be paid annually starting from 31st of March 2021. Required: prepare journal entries related to the above transaction for the year ending 31st of March 2021 based on SLFRS 16.
If we recap this question, on 1st of April 2020, Kapila Company took a lease of a machine. Lease liability 8 lakhs. Initial lease payment 150,000 rupees. Direct cost, which is also the installation cost, 50,000 rupees. Interest rate 10%. Lease term 4 years. Useful life 5 years. Annual lease payment 3 lakhs starting from 31st of March 2021 onwards. We are asked to prepare the journal entries for the year ending 31st of March 2021 based on SLFRS 60.
Now I explain this question in a mind map. First, we begin by drawing a timeline to understand the lease liability. According to the question, the initial lease liability is given as 8 lakhs on 1st of April 2020. Next, we identify the annual lease term, which is the 3 lakhs. The annual lease payment is then divided into two parts: the lease interest and the credit amount. The interest calculated on the opening balance of the lease liability 8 lakhs into 10%, 80,000. The credit amount is the annual lease payment minus the interest portion 3 lakhs minus 80,000, then 220,000. After making the adjustment, the lease liability at the end of the period is reduced by the credit amount 8 lakhs minus 220,000, then 580,000. Now, this remaining lease liability of 580,000 is divided into current and non-current portions. The lease payment due to next year is 3 lakhs. The balance after deducting the interest 3 lakhs minus 58,000, then 252,000. The non-current part, the balance after deducting the current part, 580,000 minus 242,000, then 338,000.